He had no idea that by tossing that piece of trash, he had completely become mine. I came from a breeder's place where cages held too many of us, and the smell of unclean medical tools hung in the air. When no one was looking, I broke through the glass and ran into the night, feeling the first taste of freedom in my life. The streets were strange. Cars roared past and humans shouted, but hunger made me bold. I grabbed a fish from a street stall and ran off, savoring my first real meal in a long time. I rolled in the cold, unmelted snow, sleepy but content, and when I felt tired, I curled up inside a parked car. When the workers opened the truck, I ran off, fluff flying everywhere. I survived by searching through trash when I was hungry and drinking from puddles when I was thirsty. In a small neighborhood, I sniffed through bins for scraps. A man tossed some trash and it hit my head. I thought he was feeding me, so I started following him every day, deciding he was mine. Rain didn't matter. I stayed by the door, but he locked me out and I shivered beside the bins. The next day, after the rain, he came out to throw trash again and found me chewing on his slipper. He kicked me away and I had to stay in the shadows, stomach growling. Then, when he tossed leftovers on the trash, I rushed over and ate as if he had finally understood me. That day, I followed him like always, and he ignored me like always. Then a motorcycle came fast, and before I could react, I was struck, lying in a pool of blood. I saw him freeze for a moment, then he just walked away. The neighbors complained about stray dogs, and no one cared about me. The next moment, he showed up on a motorcycle like a hero and scooped me up, taking me to the hospital. But he just wanted to pay and leave, but the doctor scolded him. I stared at him with hope, and the doctor insisted he keep me for a few days and promised to find someone to adopt me. Reluctantly, Dama brought me back to his neighborhood. Back in his apartment, I was wrapped in a sheet, hiding from the rules that didn't allow dogs. The neighbor girl noticed me, and he quickly made her promise to keep it a secret. Alone in the apartment, I found food on the table and didn't hesitate. My meal was mine, and I made sure he noticed. Night fell, and I was so excited I couldn't stop barking. He tried to calm me, but I had my own rhythm. Dama barely slept. He finally dozed off for a bit, and then the alarm went off. Meanwhile, I slept soundly through it all, but it didn't end there. After his shower, he stepped right on the little gift I left for him, and the surprises didn't stop. That night, Dama came home exhausted, only to find the place even messier than before, and he completely lost it. Then he had an idea. He took me to the park, and as I ran around freely, he let go of the leash and ran off himself.